Welcome to the Thunderdome!
Well,
alright. Yeah. Welcome to the new studio.
Yep.
Which is upstairs, I guess. That's about it.
This is a high-priced studio.
That's true. We did pay a lot of money for this.
For like our loyal 4 or 5 viewers every week.
Hey, we got like 12 last video.
12?
Yeah.
Maybe we're on the rise.
Yeah, the Instagram account's really working out for us.
Instagram, Twitter, follow us.
Yeah,
follow
Twitter
us.
works out too, yeah.
We'll be coming to you from now on in the new studio.
Yes.
Very expensive, classy, high-priced studio.
Yeah, it might not look exactly like this setup, but it's something similar.
We're
Probably the other person here.
We're going to be adding some green screen technology.
Yes.
As well, to blow your fucking.
Well, that's green screen, isn't it?
Yeah,
that's our
for
take
sure.
on.
No, that's not tape. This is special effects. It's fancy special effects right here.
But, yeah.
But as you can see, our third member of our wrestling marriage is missing today.
Yeah.
But that's okay. Johnny's off battling the space demons.
It's Nia Jax.
Nia Jax reportedly apparently walked out.
Yeah, so we can tie that in. Let's just do a good intro.
I feel like maybe her and Johnny, ran away together to get married.
That's what I was going to assume that.
So,
for
KPS Nation, that's kayfabe
yeah.
for us. Is that
John is getting married to Nia Jax.
Run away, for, what do you call that? They eloped.
Eloping, yes.
They eloped. So,
yes.
Congratulations to Johnny and Nia, and we wish them nothing but the best.
Yeah, I'm kind of upset that you didn't invite me to the wedding, but I guess that's when you elope, you don't really have time to invite guests.
Yeah, right. So, somebody would have to witness, I assume, some member of Nia's family. Maybe Johnny went to Florida.
You need a witness. Can't somebody like the people who just signs the document witness it?
No, you're gonna need 2 witnesses. I am
Never
married, so I do know this.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
You've signed all papers, man. So.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, we honor and bless them, bless their union.
Yes.
Johnny will show us the honeymoon pictures when he gets back, and
there's gonna be Photoshop pictures of him.
It will be classy, high-tech pictures, just
yes.
like the studio.
Yes, exactly.
Like the studio.
Exactly.
But the wrestling world moves on, as it always does.
Yes.
So, might as well start on Raw, where Nia apparently walked out, and Neville walked out the week before. And more people may walk out in the weeks ahead.
Yeah, who knows?
Meltzer says. Meltzer said like 6 or 7 dudes are thinking about leaving.
Are you speculating who you think is going to walk out?
I don't know. It's like who I wish would or who might. I mean, like, Dolph, I hope, as I think I've said before.
Is it? Oh, so it's not only Raw people, it's the entire company?
So. I think it's like, probably company.
Probably like 6 205 Live guys.
I would imagine. 205 guys are okay. Like, some of the dudes would probably do better on the indies, but they're kind of small, so like they have a ceiling. I think the big wish is to go to New Japan.
It seems like everybody's,
And if you're on the smaller side though, it's hard to get over. Like New Japan doesn't tend to push smaller guys.
Yeah, but they have that whole small division though, don't they?
Yeah, and you can be a junior.
Yeah,
but that's basically what the cruiserweights are. Is like you're confined to being a junior.
Yeah.
And if you exit the juniors and like declare to be a heavyweight, sure, but you're kind of starting at square one again.
Yeah.
Like Trent Beretta just did that. He like left a tag team, declared himself a heavyweight.
I think I saw that happen.
I think he's kind of like it's like you're right back to the bottom of the totem pole.
Yeah, but you have a higher ceiling to get to though. That's the only difference, right?
Kenny Omega was a junior, right? And then like he declared himself a heavyweight. It took like 2.5 years for him to get like an actual title program.
Well, it takes time, right? You're not gonna if you're a junior, if you're a light or what is it, junior?
Junior,
yeah. You're not gonna right away get thrown. I don't because like AJ Styles didn't even do junior, did he?
No.
So that's the thing, right?
No. He Goto for sure. They don't really have like a weight class or anything. It's just like some dudes are considered juniors, and some dudes are considered heavyweights if they want to be at some point. But like if you're gonna leave WWE's cruiserweight to go be a junior, it's like the juniors kind of wrestle on the tops of cards. Like they get like some title matches will main event sometimes, but it's like. You're never going to be on the top of the mountain in Japan as a junior.
Yeah, but I think it's more you can still make decent money and you don't have to work as much.
Yeah,
I think that's the issue, right? Because these guys are probably making scraps and they're on every friggin' week and house shows and shit.
What's like Austin Aries said on his Twitter, like he'll make 4 times the amount in like
so
6 months.
Man.
Like
so ridiculous.
He's got like 4 months or 6 months of indie bookings that'll make him like 4 times as much as he was making in WWE.
Yeah, if you put in the effort, right?
Which is fucked, man. Like he's probably there's no way he could be working more. They have those guys running 5 days a week.
Oh, I don't even think they have enough shows.
So
like, they don't do enough shows, right?
But if you're working 5 days a week for WWE and making scraps, I mean, you go to the Indies, you make 4 times as much. There's no way you can work more. You're probably working less.
Yeah. Oh,
than 5 days a week.
Oh yeah.
And you're making 4 times as much. So like, I don't see why dudes would want to hang around.
The only difference is like that's Austin Aries,
Yeah.
and some other guys don't have that name value.
I think a lot of the dudes that would be quitting would. You know.
Well, that's why you would quit, right? Because you figure you can make it on the Indies.
Someone like Neville could friggin' crush. I mean, he was
easy.
kind of crushing before anyway, like as Pac.
Yeah, I forgot his name was Pac.
I know, it's so weird. He's like this English dude.
Yeah,
his name's Pac. Like, where that
it's
come from?
it's a weird.
But like he was really like cream of the crop indie guy when they signed him.
Yeah,
and he could go right back and be bigger. He could go to Ring of Honor and be, you know, the champ, like without a doubt.
Easily. I mean, who's champion now? Cody. Yeah, he could have good match with Cody.
He's like, I'd say he's probably a bigger star on the Indies than Cody. I mean, Cody's been doing that shit for like a year and a half, and he's doing pretty well. But like, I think Neville comes back and like almost instantly is as good or better position-wise than Cody.
Yeah, I could see him instantly challenging for sure.
Yeah.
And isn't don't ROH and New Japan have like an agreement too? So you're technically working for New Japan anyways.
Oh, for sure. Like I think that's what Daniel Bryan's gonna do when he's done. He'll go back to Ring of Honor and work in Japan, and I think they have one with CMLL in Mexico too.
Okay.
So like they exchange talent, like New Japan and CMLL exchange talent all the time. Like that's where Naito went, got the Los Ignorados stuff, and brought it back. It was like in
CMLL, yeah.
So you know that's a nice little circuit, man. Like Daniel Bryan wants to go do like mask and hair matches in Mexico too. So,
yeah, so that's why he's growing his hair out.
It's like that's a perfect little ring for him, and I hope he does.
Did he ever wrestle with a mask on?
I want to say yes, but I can't. I have nothing to back that up. I feel like I've seen it.
Yeah,
you know,
but how would you know?
Yeah, I don't know because he was the American Dragon, right?
Really?
Yeah, that was like his like Bryan Danielson, the American Dragon.
He has the worst name in the world. How is his real name not Daniel Bryan?
Daniel Bryan, and like honestly, like the dude probably shouldn't have gotten over anywhere. Like he's got a weird name. He when he was in Ring of Honor, he kind of looked like a little dork. Like he had like the shaved head, you know, and no beard.
He had a shaved head. Oh yeah. I only ever saw him with the like just like the basic kind of hairdo.
He looks like indie wrestler 101, and he's small, you know. And like the dude, just I don't know, he's got something, man. He's always been that guy everywhere he's been, but you wouldn't be able to tell just by looking at him. Like,
yeah, he's not a guy you would think who would be like the guy to headline WrestleMania, beat every member of Evolution in one day.
He's kind of like Nakamura. He's just got something, and you want to watch it. You can't really say why. You know, it's like hard to define. You know? There's just those dudes. I love those dudes. You can't really explain them. You just gotta.
Those are the best
utilize and go.
Because you know, like, there's always guys you can see who are like, yeah, that guy's gonna be a star. But the guys you don't, then that makes you go like, oh, maybe I could be that.
Like,
and Jim,
like this guy KO. Like you look at him on paper and you say, I don't know if that guy can make it. But then he shows up and like he talks and he wrestles and he has this presence and you're like, well, yeah, of course.
Yeah,
that guy's a main eventer.
Yeah,
that guy's a fucking like focal point of a show.
And the whole idea that he doesn't look like a typical wrestler, I think that's bullshit. He looks like a wrestler. He looks like a guy who would wrestle to me.
He looks like a wrestling fan.
I don't know. I feel like his whole maybe it's just because I watch him, but yeah,
he's kind of hefty.
I know, but that shit.
He's got an okay beard. You know, it's a little thin. It's okay. Like let's be honest. Like his beard game is like
for somebody who can't grow
6 out of 10.
Yeah,
you know.
What? No.
It's a little thin.
It's a 7.9.
It's a little thin. But I mean, like you know, he doesn't look like that guy.
But I mean, like there were guys back in the day who weren't jacked, who were just big guys who were still good. You know what I mean? Like
I think he would have been huge in the '80s. Like he's like an '80s guy in a time machine to today.
Ooh, I had a good idea for something about how The Rock was an '80s wrestler back. Like he should have been. He would have been huge in the '80s.
Oh, huge!
He was such a character.
Yeah, such a cartoon.
Yeah, that's
like that's a whole other segment.
Yeah.
Call that KPS time machine.
That's a potential wrestling every frame painting.
Yeah.
Idea that I've been working on. Yeah. Might come in a couple years. But yeah, anyways.
I was thinking, you know.
What I was gonna say too, KO. I started watching his doc.
Yeah.
But the problem was, I don't know. I was watching like a special preview of it. I guess wasn't the actual documentary.
Okay.
It was like a 24-minute one and a 24-minute one.
You mean that 365 thing?
Well, no, it was like supposed to be his DVD, but it was like a special presentation of his DVD, so it was still like almost an hour, but it wasn't the actual. I don't know, it was weird.
Isn't his DVD like 3 discs or some shit?
Well, yeah, because there's matches and stuff.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I have the Rocks one. It's like 3 because it's like 2 of the discs are matches. But
what is it, like a 2-hour doc or something?
I don't know. It's the thing. I didn't find the real one, so I'm just gonna buy it probably.
Yeah.
But it was really cool. It's like really interesting how just everything about him, man. How nobody thought he was. Well, like when he first started out, he was like this skinny dude.
Yeah.
Who just could go.
Yeah.
And it was insane.
His early stuff looks really weird because he's just wearing a singlet. And he's tiny, like he's not even hefty.
No, he was just this small guy who they said loved wrestling so much that he just all his moves were just other wrestling moves. Yeah. So he'd do like rock bottoms and stunners and shit.
He's like kind of like the Young Bucks, right? Like that's kind of the Young Bucks gimmick is like they love all the shit, so they do it all in their matches, and that was kind of him, and that's why they were buds, I think. Yeah, they were both just like they're all just fans, you know.
Well, that's the thing, and you're an indie guy, nobody's gonna fucking sue you. But I was really disappointed because there was no part in the, like, we just went from small KO to like fat KO.
Yeah.
And I kind of wanted to see if they're going to talk about why he got so big. But it's just like, oh, I guess he just ate a lot.
I want to say that he was like cultivating mass.
Yes. He was going the macro.
Exactly. And you know, as we know, he said he doesn't like weightlifting.
Yeah. So it's
because
going to happen.
Doesn't fit him. So he needed to cultivate mass in some way. So he did it like an offensive lineman.
That, and if you're, traveling a lot, you're not going to have the best diet. So obviously, if you're not working out, you're not having the best diet.
Yep.
I just really want to see a point where they're going to tell me how he got fat and they did.
It's true. Like, you never see that even in the clips and indie crap when you watch it. It's like, he's just kind of, hey, there's big KO.
Yeah, yeah.
There's just big all of a sudden. It's like when he grew the beard out, it's like the rest of him grew out too. Like, it's like because he was all clean shaven then too, like singlet.
Yeah, you're just this little small guy, man. It was weird. It was weird seeing him, but he was like the shit he could do. The crazy thing is like the stuff athletic shit he could do back then, he can still do now, and he's like 100 pounds heavier.
Have you seen that video of him hitting like a 450 in like one of his first matches?
Probably.
Like it's like this grainy indie footage, and it's like it's perfect. Like he hits a friggin' perfect 450.
He could probably still do it too. Yeah. But I think they were saying like he was one of the guys, like somebody walked into the gym and he just kept doing 450s over and over again.
I can see it. That's how you get to be the man. Like in any sport, like you look at those guys as the best, like Jerry Rice or anybody like that. It's like repetition, practice. Yeah. Kobe, Jordan, practice. Those dudes didn't coast or take anything for granted. Now when KO still takes anything for granted, that dude's still pounding every fucking day.
Yeah, that guy's beauty.
I saw some interview he did with Edge and Christian, and he was saying how he didn't really care for his Universal run.
I could see that. Man. It was very normal. Yeah,
he thought it was like he said he thought it was basically going to be like his moment when he was going to be like a main event guy, and it didn't really feel like that. It felt like he was secondary, which was true because he was.
Secondary to what though?
Brock, Roman.
I guess secondary to the Brock Goldberg thing coming back, and I get that, and kind of. I mean, Jericho, as great as they were together. Fuck.
I was a dab.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm a dab. What was it? Yeah, I mean, Jericho. As great as they were together, Jericho kind of stole the spotlight, man. I kind of wanted the belt on Jericho more.
It felt like it was a co-championship.
Yeah, they shared it. Yeah.
And like, I know the whole goal of that originally, at least as far as Jericho says, was to make him champ, right? Like
Jericho.
Yeah. Like
well, I wanted to see Jericho's champ.
They were supposed to go have their WrestleMania program, but it was supposed to still be out the title. Yeah. And they obviously, made the decision to go with Goldberg and Brock instead, even though it didn't need the title.
Not at all.
And they still could have Brock come out and destroy Jericho and take the belt. Because Jericho wasn't staying either. Jericho could have just won the title.
Yeah.
It would have been like a cool moment. Because, like, who would have think that old man would win another WWE title? He totally deserves it. Totally deserves another run. And it would have been great for KO. Like, moments, man. Yep. Moments. Like, they suck at creating moments lately.
Could have had him win the Rumble instead of Orton. That would have been so much better.
Orton didn't need that, man. Again,
like, that was shit
that's unneeded.
So dumb.
But like Jericho's always stole the shine, and I don't even think he really didn't do it intentionally.
Oh God, no! I think it's just that's Jericho, man. It's just
shit over.
The spotlight's gonna just go to him because, like you said, he gets everything over, man.
Just get shit over. He's doing his best to get that shit over, and in the process, always gets himself over too.
Well, I saw an interview with him saying too that he just when he came back, he wanted to see if he could get one single word over.
Yeah,
and he got it over.
Yeah,
like he's like everybody's got these words like yes, no. What? He's like, I got it over.
The guy's ridiculous. He just comes back with like this little gimmicky plan of his own every single time. Just trying to see if he can play it. Hey, I won. And he goes off again back to the podcast and rock circuit. Anyway,
hey man, Fozzie's on the top charts.
Hey, I'm not gonna front on Fuzzy. It ain't my style, but
I'm not my style either. But I don't know if they
they
came to Toronto, I'd definitely go see.
You could go cover that for KPS.
Oh, I would 100% go watch shit. I'd go watch Fozzy play at some little shithole dive bar.
Yeah.
They're not playing the ACC. I can tell you that much.
Hey man, you can go on Jericho's cruise next year.
I want to go so
See
bad.
that shit?
Oh my god, yes.
Who's on it? Like
Tons of people. There's wrestling rings. There's bands. Like it's
ROH is having a tournament during the cruise.
Man,
for a title shot.
I feel like somebody's gonna throw up from seasickness wrestling on the boat.
Yeah.
Unless they don't wrestle while the boat's. Maybe it's only docked.
It seems like a great idea or a terrible idea, and you won't know until the boat comes back to the dock.
It's gonna be so expensive too.
I think it's like $1,800.
I mean, like to put together, not to get a ticket.
Oh,
Ticket's gonna be expensive too, but
I'm
like,
sure Jericho is gonna make money off this thing. Like he wouldn't be doing it if he didn't make money off it.
True.
Wrestling is about that, truly. At the end of the day, I think it's a really cool idea. I fucking hate boats, so I'm not really.
Go. Maybe at that point, somebody will send us to cover it.
Maybe we'll crowdfund.
Oh yes,
that dog leash company that wanted us to be their brand ambassadors.
Oh yeah, that was weird.
By the way, come on, we got brand ambassador now.
Oh, I don't know.
Shut up. We got our brand ambassador now. So,
yeah, if you buy this dog leash, then I have to.
We'll CGI it in. It's right here, maybe they can sponsor us on the cruise. You know?
Yeah, they're a pretty big company.
Kickstarter, something like that.
Yeah,
12 to 14 viewers we have.
Yeah, you want to see me go on a cruise, Jericho's cruise? I'll definitely.
We can definitely do that. I mean,
That'd be awesome.
You got a passport, right?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah,
I do have a passport.
We got everything we need. Also, I'm not willing to go to America.
Well, they're not going to dock in America, are they?
It's in Florida.
Oh, I thought he was. Oh, I guess it was starting in Florida. Yeah.
So, but we'll see.
Here's a link to it down below.
Maybe Chris Jericho will sponsor us.
That'd be sick.
You know,
that'd be
cool. We're not like Blue Apron. You know, whatever he always is on about.
We need one of those brands like we'll send you something, Jericho, every month if you sign up for it. A new gimmick idea every month for him.
Yeah, pretty good. Another word. Word of
the
month.
Yeah, new word you get over.
Word of the month.
Hey Jericho, I bet you can't get this over.
I bet you could. Even just through the pod. The guy's got incredible reach.
Oh yeah.
Shouts to Jericho.
Yes. He always live streams on Instagram too.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna call him out next time.
That's good. You should.
Just spam the Instagram.
We'll get on there, boys. We gotta go gorilla.
Yes.
We gotta go gorilla. Get on that.
Well, we did the gorilla sign by the Dufferin Mall.
That's true. There was actually another one.
Oh, really?
I saw another one by in Midtown here in Toronto. I'll put it up on the Twitter. I forgot.
Dude.
But we're getting viral, man. We're in the streets.
Yeah, people are hearing us
all over Toronto. Or we're gonna have a beef with a graffiti artist.
Yeah, we sue this guy.
It's like brand infringement. I don't know if it's our brand infringement or we're infringing on him or he's infringing on us.
Somebody's infringing on somebody.
I feel like this will end like that Silicon episode and he'll just paint us a mural on the wall here.
I'm cool with it.
The Silicon Valley episode.
Yeah.
You guys, or we can give him stock. You know, we can give him KPS stock.
Yeah. It's not worth anything right now, but it could be.
But yeah, I guess we can get into Raw.
We kind of
basically the Shield show.
Yeah.
It was weird. Weird end. Didn't see that coming. Didn't think Kane would be popping up through the ring.
So before, do we want to? Okay, let's just jump to the end. So that was really weird. Because the whole time I was kind of thinking too. I was like, who could be the fifth guy? And I was thinking anybody, but
I thought it was gonna be Joe.
I didn't even think of Joe, but that would have been so much better.
Joe's like been gone. He's supposed to be back around now. I feel like he's gonna slip into this. We don't know what to do with you, so we're gonna keep you off TV vortex like fucking Luke Harper and shit.
Yeah,
because like he's right there, but he's like a not a. It's got to be important enough to have him on TV. He's not just gonna show up.
Yeah,
he's gonna have a program. So like, I feel like it should have been him, and maybe it was supposed to be or something. And
maybe it wasn't cleared or
and like. But they announced at the same show. It made no fucking sense why we would say at the start of Raw, we're adding a fifth and then have it be Kane if it wasn't the plan, right?
Yeah.
So I feel like it was the plan. I feel like maybe they had this loose idea it was going to be 5-on-3, and then Joe wasn't cleared, and they were like, well, we're still going to go with the plan. We'll just do Kane instead.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. But like, I don't know, man. I appreciate Kane, but I really don't care anymore. I find it hard to care.
I love Kane, so I popped for it because it kind of got on
Kane. It's cool. It's just like it's fucking 2017.
Yeah, there's other guys you can push, but I think it's just the whole coming out of the ring thing was.
I love it. That gimmick is tops, man. Like so good, coming up from hell and shit. Yeah. It's always smoky and like the lights and shit. Kane's gimmick is the best.
What was it? People they were doing like all the wrestlers were talking about their favorite Kane moments. Mm-hmm. Like 5 guys were like, "Well, I love when Kane pulled me into hell." It's like, when he popped out of the ring, he just drags
It's so
me.
cool, man. It never gets old. It's like the ring breaking spot.
Yeah.
You can't do that enough.
Yeah,
You can't do that enough to ruin it for me. It's awesome.
That'd be cool if his entrance was just coming through the ring, and then they had to like square off that area.
It's so bad for him. He's gonna sit up there for like 4.5 hours to wait for the.
Do they know? I always wonder. Do they actually do that?
Yeah. For as far as I understand, they do for the most part.
Yeah, because I always thought maybe if like the lights went out and then, but it's so easy for somebody to see.
When we went to SmackDown, the lights were down a lot.
Yeah, well, they go down during a commercial break.
So like, it would be really easy to slip somebody in there.
Yeah, I mean everybody's looking at the Titantron stuff, but I feel like somebody would.
But I remember the Bucks did some under the ring thing, and they put up pictures of them chilling under the ring.
That's so funny.
Like during the event, they were
Somebody
like,
should live stream them.
down there with a tablet, like watching the event.
Oh, that's so cool.
Under the ring.
So they know when to come out.
Yeah, in like the GPW world.
Yeah.
So, like, I don't know. I think it probably varies. I remember when I was a kid, I saw some guy sneak out and get under the ring, and I felt so cool for noticing.
No, yeah. Did anybody see that?
I was like, he's gonna come out from under the ring, and he did. I was like, that's right. I saw that coming.
I got keen eye for this.
That's right. You know that business.
It just seems absurd to me that because people come in way before the fucking thing starts.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't know.
You'd have to be under there, like, basically from the time they open the doors.
Yeah, seems absurd to me, but
it seems absurd for like a 47-year-old man like Kane too.
Yeah.
Who's also running for mayor right now in Knox County.
Well, no, not Kane.
Well, sorry, Glenn Jacobs.
Glenn Jacobs is.
his political website crashed.
Really?
He got so much traffic from his Raw.
Oh man, maybe that's why. Just because people want.
I think it was. I think it was a boost for him because like
man.
I was kind of hoping he'd come back though. Like it seemed like he just kind of drifted off in the wind without any kind of proper goodbye or send off or anything.
Yeah.
Like had he, I don't know. He's like the election. I think is next year in the spring. And if he wins, he's obviously done because he's just the mayor now, and he's going to be the mayor for a few years. And then, even if he doesn't win again or do whatever, he's too old. And,
do you think part of his campaign, he'll like when he's the mayor, he'll have like another persona that deals with criminals as Kane?
Oh man, it'd be like Jesse Ventura being governor of Minnesota. Like he just like would cut promos basically for his political speeches.
That's
like
hilarious.
he was so fired up. Like you know, he won as an independent. That's hard to do in America.
And he won,
Yeah, because everybody knew his name, and he gave these incredible fucking speeches, like these speeches.
I mean, you're a wrestler, you give a speech every night, so.
Yeah. And I mean, like, that's why The Rock will be president.
Yeah.
3 years if he wants to.
Oh man, The Rock hyped so many people up.
I still maintain The Rock will be president if he wants to be in 2020.
Oh, nowadays, easily could.
So, but yeah, I mean, Kane, it'll definitely boost his mayor campaign. It didn't really work for Rhino. Rhino lost his election.
Yeah, but Rhino's not Kane.
He had a spaghetti cook-off, though.
Oh, sorry. I didn't know this information.
Local politics is the best. And so it was like Rhino. I'll find the picture and put it on the Twitter. It's like Rhino with a chef hat on, and like this pot of pasta, and he had like this spoon, and he was like, "Serving up this pasta dinner, come vote for Rhino." But it was like one of his old ECW pictures, so he was all like wet and like muscly, you know. And he was like, "Oh, pasta cook-off."
Oh my god.
But I don't know, wrestlers as politicians, it makes sense. You know, there's the Venn diagram, overlaps a lot with being a showman and being able to talk and stuff. But I don't know if Kane's gonna win, but if he does, this is his last run. So I hope it goes over well. I mean,
well, I feel like he's just
I feel like he deserved a last run, but I don't like this, you know.
Well, isn't the whole thing that he's doing it for Undertaker?
I feel like that's where it's going, and I'm not a fan of that at all. I really think it's stupid.
Yeah.
Like, Taker should be done. Like, Goodbye at Mania was perfect, even if it was about Roman. Like, the actual, aftermatch, and he left his shit in the ring, and he walked out with the smoke. Beautiful, man. Like, you shouldn't touch it, honestly. You should never touch that. And it really sucks because it feels like just another thing to get Roman over. Again, like this 5-on-3 match is to get Roman over. He's gonna look super strong. He's gonna give 14 spears and shit.
Oh, he's gonna give 100 Superman punches.
It's gonna be like, wow, is Roman gonna look strong? And they'll bring Taker back, and they'll do Taker and Kane versus the Shield or some shit. Or another thing I was thinking about was Taker teams with the Shield.
That makes no sense.
But we're pretty close to a Survivor Series match here.
Yeah, but why would he team with the Shield?
I don't know, because Roman's the real dead man or some shit.
Oh, Roman's the new big dog.
Oh my god, Roman it is your yard, Roman. Like, oh my god, I respect you so much. I have your back against my brother. Like, that, come on.
That makes no sense.
You can't see that, though. Like, Undertaker is, like, helping Roman out because he respects him so much, because he's such a big fucking dog and his yard is so much his and shit.
I feel like he'd have more respect for Brock Lesnar.
Probably. But Brock's gonna be busy with Jinder.
Yeah.
So, you know, we can't really think about that, can we?
God.
So, like, I don't know, man. I think any combination of Taker coming back and the Shield and Kane and Survivor Series is like a big bowl of shit that I don't want to see.
I like the Brothers of Destruction, but like you said, man,
I actually thought that Braun and Kane could be a pretty dope tag team.
I could get with that.
Like, I saw some shot of them like standing together, like looking all fucking huge. And
yeah, it was after the match.
Yeah, it was some like still shot though, and like they just looked so fucking cool, standing there all huge and badass with like Kane's red light. And, you know, shit playing.
Fuck, I'm into that actually.
And I mean, take Braun through into the new year here because like he can't really do much else right now.
Yeah,
he's run out this Roman thing pretty hard, and like throw him and Kane into a tag team, have them go up against Ambrose and Rollins, and have that be the moment Ambrose turns on Rollins.
Yeah,
flip the belts over to Braun and Kane, and they have this new Brothers of Destruction thing.
I'm so into that.
Yeah. Right? And it gets Braun over like crazy, big monster.
And I mean, he's working with a guy, like, and it helps him, like, in the ring, right? Because he's working with a guy who knows what he's doing.
That's what they did with him and Show, right? Like, him and Show was like his mentor. Now Show's off getting hip surgery, so it's like they brought Kane back to be his mentor. I think those are two really dope big guy mentors. Yeah. They're really invested in Braun and these fucking shit, man.
Oh, he's
amazing.
The guy's the best.
So, like, I really hope that they do that. Like, that's a real good cred shine.
Damn, now if they don't, I'm gonna be so upset.
I know. That's fantasy booking, buddy. It's
man.
You think it's usually better than what makes it on TV.
Yeah. I mean, I'd still prefer Braun joining the Mistrage and wearing a suit, but I'm super into this one.
I feel like the Mistrage is breaking up. I don't know.
Oh, easily, man. Miz was just like, I love Curtis because he was never the fifth man. By the way, that was the fucking funniest thing ever. When he's like, "Where's Curtis?" Braun's like, "He said he wanted to beat up Roman. Tell him to go do it."
Braun's the best, and that should be like his interview style. It was like one-liners.
That's all he needs. Because let's be honest, he's not the best fully on the mic. When he called the announcers table the announcement table, it was a little bit of a misstep. But
he doesn't need to be, you know, big speeches.
No, that's the thing, right? He's a guy who's just like, "Rawr, I'm Braun
Strowman."
It'd be like it'd be so sick if he was like Hordor. He just says his name.
Braun.
Yeah, that's all we need. And there's a guy who understands him. Braun's pretty upset right now. How do you know? It's bad Braun.
I get him. That's that tone. It's that tone, like Charlie and his mom.
Yeah.
Or sorry, Mac
and his mom are just Groot and fucking Rocket Raccoon.
Yeah. But like, I don't know, the one thing, this year's been a little lame, you know, WWE wise. But the one thing they haven't mucked up is Braun Strowman. That guy is...
Yet. It's slow. They're kind of doing it, but...
I don't see how they can.
But I mean, if you look back at Ryback, right? Ryback was massive, and then they slowly fucked him up.
Yeah, but Ryback wasn't special.
But they looked special at the time, though.
I never really felt it, you know? Like, Ryback was just another big guy.
Yeah.
Like, he was just another big guy.
He was the big guy.
Legal name now. The big guy. I don't know, I never really bought into Ryback. It was fun for like a couple of months, but Braun feels like for real. Like, Braun feels like a 10-year guy. Like, this guy's going to have multiple titles, and he's going to be the fucking guy. And it's worth all the investment.
Oh, yeah.
I kind of hope they shuffle him off to SmackDown, though, so he can dominate. Because, like, there's this ceiling on Raw of, like, Roman and Brock right now. Mm-hmm. And, like, everything is quite obviously occurring to lead towards Brock and Roman.
Yeah.
And nothing else matters on Raw. Mm-hmm. Like, everything is in service of that right now.
Yeah.
Especially if you're a big dude. If you're a big dude, you're just going down to Roman to make him look strong for Brock. For the next 6 months. Like, that's what's fucking happening, man.
Yeah, it sucks.
So, like, I kind of hope Joe shows up on SmackDown, too, so he just doesn't turn into Roman's bitch to make him look strong and stuff. Like...
Well, I saw somebody say they should trade Orton and Joe.
Yes.
Which makes so much sense.
Yes.
Because Orton can go against Roman, like, fuck who cares?
Oh, that'd be fun. Mm-hmm. Heel Orton versus Roman.
There he goes heel, yeah, but he won't, obviously, because...
I'm into it. I'm never into Orton, but if there is a chance, it's when he's a heel.
Yeah, if they put him heel, though. I read somewhere that he's getting sick of the face.
He said that.
Yeah.
He said that himself. I think it was on Edge and Christian. They were turning into, like...
yeah.
breaking news, you know, breaking kayfabe news.
Yeah.
But, like, Yeah, he doesn't like being a face. I mean, most people don't.
No, and he's boring at it. He just said, the only thing people care about Randy Orton when he's a face is the RKO.
Yep. And I mean, even that, I don't care that much.
Oh, RKOs are boring now because it's not out of nowhere anymore. Like, stop saying it's out of nowhere.
It's always out of nowhere. But
I will say, though, on the topic of Braun and Kane, it seems like they're actually starting to throw a lot of random guys together. Especially on SmackDown. Like, they had, it looks like Rusev and Aiden English are their team now.
That's because Aiden English sung his song for Rusev.
Yeah, he loves Rusev.
I'm happy Aiden English is getting a push. I love it.
Well, and that's the thing, too, right? If you don't know what to do with these guys, put them in a tag team. Just have them wrestle tag team matches.
Put them in factions. We miss factions. I miss factions like
crazy.
crazy.
I love factions.
The 90s was like all factions, man. Yeah. Like the Attitude Era. They didn't know what to do with dudes. They threw them in the Nation of Domination. They didn't know what to do with dudes.
Easy feuds, right? Easy matches. It's just we don't like each other, so we're just going to wrestle each other. It makes more sense than just this guy are wrestling. It's like, oh, we're rivals.
Put the club with Finn Balor. Done. So easy. They're not doing anything. All of them aren't doing shit. Like, just put them together, man.
Well,
like,
no, they're with Elias now.
Them two singing on Raw might be, like, the bottom of the barrel.
That was so terrible.
I really hope they're getting paid a lot, man, because holy shit. Like,
maybe they're the guys who want to dip, too.
I don't know, like, they kind of hit the top of the mountain in
New
Japan. Like, they were... I felt like that's why they left, because there was nothing else to do. Like,
and all their buddies were on WWE, AJ, Finn.
They let Carl Anderson do some single stuff, but he was mainly seen as a tag guy there. Like, he went to the G1 final one year and lost, I think it was.
Yeah, yeah.
And I think he had a Intercontinental title shot or reign. This is before my New Japan paying attention time began, so I'm not exactly sure. But, like, they gave him these little tastes of being a single, but he was always just a tag guy. And, like, I don't know, man. Like, professionally, don't you want to do something else? Like, at least try something else?
Yeah,
because
no,
you know what you're going to get.
I guess if you've already been there for that long, why go back?
You know what you're going to get in Japan. They can go back to Japan in 5 years and be the exact same thing. Like, Japan is like, their style allows, like, old dudes to come in and just kind of work okay matches, but do it for the pops and the matchups and the cards and stuff. Like, half those guys in the G1 were, like, old as dirt. Like, they were in there for, like, their name value and because they were bringing it every night.
Yeah.
You know? Like, it's a lot easier in Japan to be an old dude. Because their schedule's easier and stuff, too.
Yeah, and it seems like they're, more respected down there, too.
Yeah, also that. Like, I don't think they'll ever be respected WWE as much as they are in Japan. Like, it sucks, man. Like, they're serious talents. They can talk, and they can, I don't want to say they can go enough in WWE stuff.
Yeah, for a tag team, I mean, they're a good tag team, right?
They're not the Usos or New Day.
I just still can't believe
Revival.
Yeah, I still can't get over, like, when they came in as such badasses, destroying, and now they're, like, calling people nerds. It's like, okay.
I love the nerd thing.
I know, but
like
it's such a huge... Yeah.
It's like they're nerds. They lose all the time, and they're singing and shit. Like, how are they not the nerds? Like,
yeah, maybe they're nerds in denial.
Is that'll be the next 6 months of that. They'll end up in glasses looking like the fucking Dudley Boys by the end of this shit. Like,
oh, they actually form as nerds. That'd be so great.
I hope they get tossed SmackDown too, honestly. It's not like going to SmackDown's a big solve for everything. SmackDown kind of sucks.
But the problem, if you throw too many guys, there's not enough time, right?
Yeah, but I mean, like, the SmackDown tag division is, like, after the Usos and New Day. It's kind of weak.
Yeah, but the crazy thing, too, is that they need to start pushing Breezango because those guys are not going to be any more over than they already are.
That's why I think Breezango should have got the shot instead of Gable and Benjamin.
It felt like they were going to do it because, like, when Gable and Benjamin were in that match, I was like, they're going to win. But then I was like, fuck, Breezango got such a big pop.
I think that they just they're slow to realize how big Breezango truly is. Because they didn't have him in matches for, like, 6 weeks there. Or something, so they weren't actually showing up live and getting pops. Like, their fashion files would get pops in the stadium. Like, when we saw fashion files,
oh my god, that was huge.
That was probably the biggest pop of the night.
Yeah,
was that
fashion files.
So, like, you know, that's obviously what's getting them over. But when they show up live, holy shit, they got a huge pop. Everybody loves Breezango, man.
Yeah,
fashion police. I love that. I love that shit from Jump. Honestly,
I wasn't a big fan at the beginning, but now I'm into it now.
Yeah,
it's so stupid.
Yeah, because it's just gold, man. It's gold. It's like wrestling's all about being entertaining, and those dudes are entertaining at, like, every level.
The best was when Tyler Breeze gets up. He's like, "I just hate that bread." He's like, "It's gluten free." We love gluten. We love gluten.
Oh, Breeze, baby. BC. No, I mean, like, I would love that. I mean, the club going there would be good too because they could just link up with AJ. I mean, you know.
But then it leaves Finn. Do you bring Finn over too? Do you imagine Finn, AJ, and the club in a fucking little Bullet Club thing.
I wish Finn would go there too, man. Like, I think he's being wasted because Raw's like the land of the giants right now. You know,
except for the IC title, and nobody ever fight. Like, why isn't the IC title doing anything? It's so frustrating. I love it on the Miz, but he's not doing anything.
Because of Brock. Like, it's because of Brock. Like, Brock is turning into like a problem more than a solution now. And I think he's been a problem since like last summer, man. And they did this Goldberg shit and stuff. It's like this impediment to progress on Raw because like he has to hold this belt and it has to be for this, and like, you know, Raw's suffering, man, because they don't have a title. And like they're not willing to position Miz as the top title while Brock's gone.
Which is stupid.
Like, that's what they did in the past when Brock was gone. Like, the other title was kind of shuffled up.
Yeah.
Like, KO in the US title? Like, was kind of like the main event belt on Raw.
Yeah.
For a while there.
Probably.
Because they were, and it was like closing house shows and like that.
I think Roman was going after it.
Yeah, exactly. Like, because Brock wasn't around. But like, it limits the whole brand and company when like the champion isn't there.
Mm-hmm.
Because you have to like rearrange the whole deck to be like, and it all feels B-show, man. Because like, obviously everybody wants the title. The title's not there, so everything else feels kind of empty.
Yeah.
You know, like, you have all these main events for Pride and shit, and it's just lame. Like,
yeah.
There's so many times you can do that crap, man. Like, this Shield 5-on-3 mess is like, what's it for? What's it about? It's
I know. I was saying that too, yeah. If they would have put the belt on the line, it would have been cool, but then you would give the IC title to Roman, then he has to lose it, and you don't want him to lose.
I think, yeah, that's the only problem. Is like, that's probably why Roman's not getting the IC title in the fall here to complete his Grand Slam run and shit.
Yeah, because they don't want him to lose.
Because they don't want to have to lose. I don't think, like, he did lose on Monday, but it was after, like, what was it, 3 choke slams, 3
slams, that was
like.
By the way, how stupid was that where Kurt was like, everybody's banned from ringside, and then the bar shows up, and it's like, oh, okay, I guess we're cool with that.
What were the consequences, right? Usually they say, like, people are banned from ringside, and if you come down...
It's true, yeah.
And if they don't say that, I'm like, oh, they'll come down anyway.
Yeah.
Like,
and then why did the Miz lock him in the back? I didn't get that.
I don't know.
Just so that they couldn't interfere with Kane coming in through the ring?
I guess, but, like...
I also don't get, like...
It made no sense. This whole thing makes no sense. Why is Miz buddies with these guys? Why are these guys buddies with Miz?
Because they just hate...
But they should be thinking that Miz is a pussy. Like, that's their whole gimmick, is they think everybody else is a pussy except them.
Yeah.
Right? And they're like these big bar brawlers, and they hook up with this, like, slick Hollywood douche.
Well, he's a good talker,
They don't make sense. Like, it doesn't.
No, it doesn't make sense, too. Why did Kane wait till near the end of the match? Why wouldn't he just pop up right away?
Kane in 2017 is deciding main event programs. I don't know, man. 5-on-3 seems like a mess.
It's going to be a clusterfuck, but it's going to be a fun one because there's weapons and stuff.
It is a TLC, right?
Yeah. It's the only TLC match. It's the only gimmick match on that card, man. There's no ladder match. There's no chair match.
That's stupid.
Only match. Yeah.
That's really stupid.
It's weird.
Because, like, you could very easily have these, and it's good because there's no other title matches, right? Like,
yeah. So then why would you have like a ladder match then, right?
You could just have a women's ladder match.
But But then you're just doing it just to do. I don't know.
Yeah. Why not just have a ladder match? I mean, what else? You can't have a ladder match without a title, or it's hard to.
But you can't. No, it makes no sense.
Well, you have Money in the Bank. Some briefcase.
Well, no, there has to be
an object.
Yeah, or like what was it, Eddie Guerrero and Rey Mysterio for his son?
His son's custody on a pole.
It was above the ring. It was on a contract.
Ladder match for child custody. Vince Russo.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a weird pay-per-view. I don't know why it's called TLC. It's just one match, but yeah, it's like you said. There's no stakes.
I don't even know what's the rest of the card like.
Mickey James, Alexa Bliss,
yeah,
Asuka, Emma.
Weird choice too.
Yeah, Asuka, Emma. Fucking.
I know there's a cruiser.
Oh yeah, Enzo.
There's Enzo, and there's a cruiser tag match.
Yeah, for some reason.
Because Gentleman Jack Gallagher went heel.
Mm-hmm. And it's a pretty terrible card. The best thing's gonna be the main event.
And the main event's a clusterfuck.
Yeah.
And like I don't know what it's for or about, and what matters really. Like Shield loses, okay. That probably sets up some kind of Survivor Series match.
But they won't lose.
They won't lose.
Yeah.
And so the Shield win. And what happens after? Like, do you get a Survivor Series match anyway? Like,
I would assume so.
And then the Shield wins again? You know?
Yeah,
like,
I don't know.
Do they go make the Shield find 2 people and then have a 5-on-5 elimination where, like, everybody goes out and it's like 5-on-1 with Roman and then Roman wins?
Ugh.
because that's probably happening.
Probably. It's a Survivor Series match.
That's why I'm really frustrated with Raw, because it's like you can see everything is just for Roman. Like nothing else matters.
And that was so dumb. Whenever the first time the Shield came out, they came out in the crowd. They had the music, great. But then whenever Seth and Dean defended their titles, they came out to their own music. So clearly, they're not the Shield unless Roman's there.
It looked like, I don't know.
They didn't get announced as the Shield. It wasn't like the Shield. It was just like Seth and Dean.
They put the tactical gear back on, right? And I was like hoping for that. And then when I saw it, it felt like empty.
Yeah,
it felt like people just playing dress up. You know, it didn't feel like the Shield was back.
Mm-hmm.
It felt like they were like doing this necessary thing and like checking a thing off a list.
No, it was missing. Dean's slick back hair.
That was it. It was his weird hair, man. Like
his hair.
Dean has his haircut going on now.
Yeah, he's got to slick it back.
Like Roman looks the same, Seth looks the same, but Dean looks older.
Seth is missing the stripe though.
That's true.
Yeah,
but that's
what's that, man. It's the hair. It's the hair.
Face stuff.
Yes, it's the hair though. We're missing the hair.
I saw something on like kayfabe news. It was like Shield reunites to see whose hair is wettest.
So true. It's not Seth. Seth
is not winning.
No. I think it's
Roman.
It's Roman because he has more, but I think sheer volume, it's Dean.
Sheer volume.
Yeah,
Roman's dripping all the time though. He gets this whole tactical gear on that too, man. Yeah. It's like he showers in the gear. This is the feel I get.
He's a never nude.
You heard it first here.
Yeah,
Roman Reigns is a never nude. Yeah, I mean, I still love the Shield thing, man. It just feels kind of lame. And the rest of Raw, I don't even know why it's there right now.
Yeah, and I would like the Shield more if there were more factions.
Yeah.
That's the problem. Like, if they build, like you said, the club, or if we had just another, like, Haas faction, like Joe, Braun, and fucking...
KO.
If we're doing Raw.
If KO didn't go to SmackDown.
Yeah.
Like, they seem to be setting up that thing where KO and Joe were, like, Triple H's boys in a stable with Revival or something. But, like, something like a crew like that, you know? Like, but... There's nobody to oppose them, which is why the Bar and Miz and shit just feels really weird.
Yeah, the Bar with the Miz is weird.
It's weird.
If Joe was part of the Bar, that'd be different.
Joe as part of the Bar would make sense because he's exactly the same as them. He's a veteran who's like very traveled and has, I assume, gotten in several bar fights in his time.
Oh, can we also just address the fact that Cesaro tried to cut a promo with a mouth guard in?
Oh, Cesaro.
What are you doing?
Did you see that clunky spot where like
oh my god,
she was just like holding Dean Ambrose like a baby, and then the ref had to go over and tell Cesaro, move already, just do it.
He went to go do like the spinning uppercut, but he ended up just like jumping and clotheslining.
Oh man, it was so bad.
That was hilarious.
Those guys are like four of the best guys in the world probably right now.
Yeah, that was a weird like.
It was a bad.
That never happened.
Man. Yeah. Bad tag match. It happens. Burn the tape. You know.
Yeah.
Even the best teams all around. Burn it. Burn the tape.
Whatever.
I don't really know what else is going on in Raw right now. Everything feels kind of like...
Yeah, what else was on Raw?
Like, it's I watched it and it's not even coming to mind, which is fucked.
Well, there was a six-man tag match where it was Elias and the Good Brothers.
I know. Yeah, the Good Brothers.
Against Titus Brand.
That's a guy who should be going somewhere, too.
Who?
Cruz.
Oh, and then, well, look at the downfall of Jason Jordan, too.
Oh, God.
That guy's so, like...
Did he ever have an up? Can you fall if you never had an up?
Yeah, he had an IC title match.
Ugh.
Now Kurt Angle doesn't even, like... Kurt Angle didn't even mention that it was his kid. Like, it's done, man.
It should be done. It should have never started. I don't know why that was bad 90s booking.
Well, did you see... I posted something where it was like, Kurt Angle said the reason they didn't go with Chad Gable is because they assumed, like, Chad Gable didn't need it.
Yeah.
It's like Jason Jordan, like... He's great in the ring, but he kind of needed the boost. And it's like, oh, so what did you do? Chad Gable didn't need it? Oh, he just got another black tag team partner? That's so all that they did.
Stupid, man. Like,
Chad Gable could have helped out so much with that.
The logic is fucked. It's like, Chad Gable doesn't need a push, so we're not going to give him a push. Like...
That makes no sense.
So you're saying that he doesn't need help to be over?
Yeah.
So we're going to do nothing about him? If the guy is getting over on his own, isn't that the guy you strap the rocket to?
Yeah.
And make him the storyline because he's naturally charismatic,
yeah.
can cut an interview.
Make it believable.
Like, or you say, I don't know, take both of them, put them on Raw, make Gable Angle's son, and then have him like just promote the tag team, and like American Alpha could roll. Like, and then stronger because Gable has this like association. Why can't they break up at all?
You have a great storyline too of like Jordan getting jealous, and then turning on him.
Yes,
because like Chad Gable gets like an icy opportunity or something.
That shit was so dumb. Like I always really loved American Alpha. I thought that like they had some weird. They were stuck in neutral on SmackDown problem.
Yeah,
they got brought up and they won the belts and they lost the belts and they won the belts and lost the belts and then like they didn't do anything for like 3 months.
Yeah, they just disappeared.
And then they just broke up and nobody was mad at each other. Like kayfabe was Gable didn't know that Jordan was Angle's son and he wasn't even pissed. Mm-hmm. And then Jordan just goes off. Total prick, not telling his tag team partner about this huge thing. Bailing
tells
on
Corey
him.
Graves.
Like, he bails on him, splits up the team, goes to Raw without saying a fucking thing. Yeah. Gable's cool with this.
Yeah.
And just goes out and gets another tag team partner of a similar style.
Exactly.
And, like,
bit older.
It's so dumb, man. Like, it's so dumb. They could have just kept Alpha together, had a very similar storyline, you know, and not completely ruin Jason Jordan. Because how can you take Jason Jordan back to be a tag team wrestler now? Like, that guy is just a tag team wrestler. You should fucking know that.
Yeah.
Like, the guy's obviously just a good tag team wrestler.
I mean, he could build to being, like, because he's got, like, the build, and, like, he's big enough. He could be a good singles guy, but clearly not now.
It's like, it's like Charlie Haas and Shelton Benjamin. They were great tag team wrestlers.
Yeah.
And you can take both of them and try to push them to singles, but the best use of them is as tag wrestlers. Yeah. And I feel like that's Jason Jordan, too. And if Gable wasn't so small, he could maybe be a great single, but
he probably would have got the push.
He's a little small to be like a main event heavyweight guy because he's like Dan O'Brien has like 3 inches on him or some shit.
Really? Eh?
Like Dan O'Brien makes him like he makes Dan O'Brien look big.
Yeah.
You know, so like that's not going to be a main event guy, but he could be like an IC title guy. You know,
yeah,
like
a
Mysterio
guy,
kind of thing where like it's like super underdog because he's so small, rising up against the odds. And like Gable can go for days, Jordan can't. Like fucking man.
Yeah, Gable.
I was bored with Jordan before it started.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of glad he's taken a dive so fast because it's not getting shoved down our throats endlessly.
Yeah, I'm so glad he didn't get an IC title run. Like, that would have just ruined it.
Or like, what's his name? Like Darren Young. Like Darren Young got that IC title reign, didn't he?
No, he never won.
No, he just had a series of matches with Bob Backlund backing him and shit. Man, they just try so hard sometimes for shit that just isn't taken.
They missed the mark big time.
I feel bad for Jason Jordan. Like, the guy can go, but he doesn't have an ounce of charisma. And if you don't have an ounce of charisma, like, you can't really be a really successful professional wrestler.
No, it doesn't matter how kind of good you are at times in the ring. You gotta be able to do everything right. It's not just wrestling.
Not to say the forbidden name, but Chris Benoit. Like, I love Chris Benoit. He's one of the best workers of all time, but that dude was a fucking dud.
I don't know. I like that when he stuffed Kurt Angle's medals in his
in
his pants.
But like he could get these like kind of intense promos once. But then you ask him to hold up a program for a month, and like he can't do it.
Yeah.
Because it was just like, I'm gonna break your arm. And that's kind of it, you know? Yeah. And like, you gotta have both. You gotta be able to work and talk.
It's sports entertainment. Yeah.
Gender.
You know what? Like, okay, we'll do this. Is there anything else on Raw? I don't think there was,
Nothing I give a shit about.
Yeah, there's nothing that comes to mind. Anyway, so for SmackDown, I actually didn't mind his back and forth with AJ.
Yep.
He actually came off as like a guy who I can understand. Not a guy who should have the belt, but a guy I can sort of start to get behind if he kind of had that push from the get-go. Yep. I don't know, like, I love the idea how like AJ's like, you said you beat everybody, you never beat me. And then if you just go on WWE YouTube,
totally good.
There's a match.
Yeah. Where you beat him. It was when they were desperately trying to get Jinder over.
It was
before he won the title.
Yeah, it said the description was the number one contender for the US title and number one for the WWE title.
Yeah.
So it was when they were both number one contenders.
Yeah.
Who had the US title at that time? Oh, Kevin Owens.
Yep.
But yeah, so I mean, did you hear what the match is now? It's AJ versus one of the Singh brothers next week.
And then the week after will be the other Singh brother.
Yeah.
And then the week after will be both Singh brothers.
Probably.
And then that will take us through to Survivor Series.
Yeah, because Survivor Series is not till November.
Where AJ is basically the distraction stand-in for Brock Lesnar, who doesn't feel like showing up.
Yeah.
They always do this crap with like the people who are like opposing Lesnar. Is like they get this like sub-storyline because Brock doesn't want to show up to do the program himself. Mm-hmm. So like they end up having this like beef feud with someone to fill the airtime.
Yeah.
While leading towards Brock. So like that's what's going to happen with AJ here. He's just going to flit around with these stupid Singh shit for like 3 weeks. Until we get to Survivor Series and we can do this Jinder Brock thing.
Which we already did with Knock. Knock already did that.
It's just the same crap every time with Jinder, man. And then I guess after he gets completely obliterated and embarrassed by Brock Lesnar, then he'll lose the title to AJ? I don't know.
Yeah.
Who gives a shit about it by that point? Like, what all they're doing right now with this Brock gender thing is, like, it's comically not equitable. Like, they're in no realm or universe or multiverse.
Yeah.
Is there a believability to Jinder Mahal beating Brock Lesnar?
Yeah.
Never. In any point in space-time.
Unless he hits the Colossus, which is just as... Dude, nobody's ever kicked out of that.
But the F5 is basically like a
That's what I'm
bomb
saying.
in the last 5 months.
They're both unstoppable. So whoever hits their finisher first wins this match.
Man.
And they're gonna book it as that. They're gonna be like, the Colossus versus the F5.
This is going to devalue the WWE title so much.
Oh my god.
Like, this is like...
Yeah.
Like, Jinder's already devaluing the title a ton, just by continuing to hold it and not being at all worthy of it still.
Yep.
In my mind, at least.
Well, in a lot of people's minds, I mean, it's not...
I'm not speaking for anyone.
No, it's a shit. It's a pretty universal opinion.
I'm getting really tired of it, man.
Yeah.
And, like, it feels lesser than it did 6 months ago. Easily. Like, the belt just feels less. It feels like less of a big deal.
What's it, like, the fact that it never ends a show? He never ends a show. He always comes on in the middle.
Yeah.
Like, who's always ending the show? Kevin Owens. And this guy's just...
Every fucking time. And, like, what I really think is happening is that they are positioning the Universal title above the WWE title.
Oh, clearly, yeah.
Like, and pushing the WWE title down with all its lineage and history and, you know, good stuff,
Mhm.
you know, chalked in there, 50 years of history. Pushing that down to be their B belt like they did with Big Gold back in the day. And the Universal belt's going to be the #1 belt because Brock holds it and Roman's going to hold it. And so, therefore, it has to be the top belt.
Yeah.
You just take the fucking WWE title and put it on Raw.
Yeah.
For God's sakes, man. Like, just put that shit on Raw.
Yeah, it made no sense
Take
that
Universal, make it blue, whatever, and leave it on SmackDown. Like,
Yeah,
it's so frustrating. Like, the Universal title has, like, no credibility or prestige, and they're taking that and making it, like, the title.
Yeah.
And it's very, they're basically props. You can just switch them around. And if Jinder held the not WWE title, I would not be as mad.
Yeah, because it's just a belt.
Like, KO hasn't even held a fucking belt.
Yeah,
like,
it's crazy.
Come on, man.
But I was seeing, like, I saw something where some guy was speculating that this could be a 4 title match. And they're going to merge the 2 belts.
It better not be. That's some bullshit.
And then they would do that.
Goddamn bullshit.
Because they used to do that, right? It used to be the Undisputed Champ.
Oh my god.
It was on both shows.
I can see it, man.
If you really want to get Roman over even more.
They have 2 touring circuits now, though, so they need 2 top titles.
Do they, though? It'd be weird if they did that already, because, like, yeah.
That'd be silly. The Universal title is going to be like a year of existence. I would hate that.
And it just and then it goes like, so you're the WWE Heavyweight Universal Champion, I guess?
I think it would just be the Universal title. The WWE title would just disappear.
Or would they just disappear the Universal one because it's
Maybe.
because it's just the same belt but red?
Maybe. I really don't like that idea. I really hope not, because again, it's just something to make Roman look strong.
And then,
because then he gets both titles instead of just one.
But if you think about it, why would Brock wrestle Jinder unless it was for something other than just, hey,
I'm the best.
You think you're better than me?
I'm the best. I don't know.
Yeah.
Brock can just be like, I'm the biggest badass in the land. You know, like,
so I'm gonna beat Jinder. Like,
we're both champions, right? We're both top champions. And like, I can't believe they're wasting a Brock date on Jinder, a Brock pay-per-view program on Jinder. It's the most fucking batshit thing, man. Like, when I read that, I was like alarmed. I thought like
it was a joke.
It was a joke.
Yeah.
And it was like, I checked it was like one of those like kayfabe news does Onion stuff, basically like that, and it was real, and it just kept happening. And then SmackDown, Jinder actually says it, and it was real, and it was like, I have no idea why, how, or what anybody thinks would come out of this that's good for anyone except Roman fucking Reigns. Roman Reigns is ruining SmackDown now, which is like crazy, man. You think the guy can't like infringe on anything else, and then you got Jinder jobbing to Brock so that Brock can look stronger for Roman.
But the thing is, like, is he gonna job? Is he gonna get some offense?
He's gonna get fucking destroyed.
That's
gonna be a 3-minute match, and he's gonna get destroyed. Fucking destroyed, man. Like, you think Randy threw around the Singh brothers? Like, rest in peace, boys.
Yeah,
Brock is gonna double German them to hell.
Yeah,
like, to hell and back. Like,
oh, man.
I hope he destroys them, honestly, because like at this point we seem to be left with, you know, Jinder needs to just go away, and if he looks like a total jobber with Brock, then it's one of those like really stark comparisons where you can see that like this guy isn't the guy you want him to be. Even though you want him to be this guy, he's fucking not this guy.
Yeah.
And you gotta give it up.
Yeah.
You know, you just gotta give it up because it's ruining everything. It's ruining SmackDown.
So for sure.
It's just ruining everything.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't know.
KO should be champ, AJ should be champ. Fucking Baron Corbin should be goddamn champion. Before fucking Jinder Mahal, man. Like, at least Corbin has a character, can cut a promo. Like, can work a better match than Jinder.
Didn't he just lose to Sin Cara?
Yeah.
Count out
By
match.
count out, baby. That's your new US title series.
Oh,
Sin
man.
Cara. Who, wasn't he a cruiserweight for 10 seconds? Didn't they say that he was a cruiserweight and he just wasn't?
No, you're thinking of Kalisto.
No, I think it was like when cruiserweights were starting.
Yeah.
It was like the last talent reshuffle or whatever. I'm pretty sure Sin Cara got sent to SmackDown with the intention of being like on 205.
What was it? I was watching Seth Rollins and Xavier Woods play WWE 2K18,
Yeah.
and they're going through the roster, and Xavier Woods is listed as a cruiserweight. He's like, I'm 210. I'm not a cruiserweight.
Did you see that picture Enzo put up where he was like 206 baby, 206? And he had like his shirt up in like the bathroom mirror when he was trying to not be a cruiserweight.
Oh, really?
Before
Okay.
they switched him.
That's funny.
To cruiserweight, he's like, no man, I'm too fat for that shit. Best thing for him though.
Oh, that's something we can talk about quick. He has his own little group. I thought everybody hated him.
I don't like that at all. I hate it.
It makes no sense.
It's like now he's just a generic heel with the other generic heels.
But all those guys hated him. Like,
Yes, I know. That's why I hated it. It was
insulted
like
the shit out of him.
it was like as soon as he wasn't champ, then everybody was cool with him again. And
Yeah.
like that really shouldn't have been the case. They should have just kept running this thing where everybody hates Enzo.
Mm.
Like he can be a heel. These guys can be heels. Just because they're heels doesn't mean they're friends.
Yeah.
Like not all bad guys are friends. Bad guys usually aren't friends.
Yeah,
because they're dicks. Like,
Yeah, they want to be the only bad guy.
usually heels can't trust anyone or each other.
Yeah.
You know, because they're all dicks. And like somebody like, you know, the Enzo thing got a few people over, like Drew Gulak. You know, with the suit and tie and everything, and no flying.
Yeah.
And shit. Like he had a pretty prime spot in that whole Enzo beatdown video.
Yeah.
You know, and then you just take that away and just make them generic heels altogether.
Well, did you see
Just
that?
because Kalisto's champ now, like who fucking cares?
One of the plans was to have Enzo get like a Diesel type bodyguard, and he was gonna be like Shawn Michaels and
See, I don't
Diesel.
like that.
Yeah, but I mean, we've seen that.
Yeah, but I mean,
Big Cass was his
I
bodyguard.
feel like Cass coming back and being his bodyguard in 6 months would be a quit.
That would make no sense at all.
Why? Because Enzo's gone heel now,
But-
and he won a title. That was Cass's whole beef, was that Enzo was a goof who couldn't win titles. Enzo's not a goof now, because he's kind of a dick.
But
Badass. He won a title.
But so then he's just gonna go, okay, I'm gonna sit back to you because you won the cruiserweight title.
He gets his back, because now he has
That's
championship
fucking
experience.
stupid.
It's not any worse than the reason he turned on him. in
No, the reason he
first
turned on
place.
made complete sense.
Oh, fuck that.
Makes complete sense.
What, that he lost all the time?
That he has this shitty tag team partner who can't do anything. Like, why am I with this guy? I always...
Why am I with this guy? This guy's the only reason I'm on TV.
Yeah, but that's... In reality, it's like, okay, I used him to get on TV then. Maybe he's like, I used you to get on TV, and like I thought maybe you could help me a bit, but every match we lose, it's because you get pinned.
Oh, they even fucked that thing up. I'm not going back to that bullshit.
Yeah.
They fucked that thing up too, man. Like,
Yeah.
the beatdowns in the back and this mystery fucking shit. Oh, my
I love
God.
that.
It was me, Enzo. It was me all along, damn it.
Apparently that arena is the only one that has security cameras.
I hated that whole thing.
Yeah, that's weird.
You know, no ill will towards anyone, but I think Cass getting injured was like the best thing for that whole thing. Because, like, Enzo probably would be a cruiserweight. Cass would be off doing something really dumb by now.
Well, the problem with that, too, is that they dragged it on for too long. He would have never got hurt if they would have ended it when they should have ended it the pay-per-view.
It's true.
He had a pointless match. They got hurt in.
It's
That
true.
sucks, man.
It's true. Cass can come back and be better and bigger than he was before.
Yeah, he's not terrible. I mean,
I think he can, like, Donovan Dijak from
Yeah,
who
yeah.
just signed, I think is
Like
an upgraded, better version of Cass.
Yeah.
So, like, he's Cass who can work. And so, like, I think Cass should be a little afraid for his spot. But Dijak,
there's always room for two.
Dijak will be going through NXT for a year anyway.
Yeah.
First, so no big deal.
But yeah, I guess back on SmackDown. Quick up. Hilarious. They just throw out the 6-woman tag match.
Yeah.
What do we do with the women? Let's put them in a match.
Throw every woman we have on the roster in a match together.
By the way, when the fuck is Carmella gonna cash in? This is making no sense.
It's turning into a Seth Rollins thing where like she has it forever.
Yeah, but at least with Seth Rollins, it was a thing. Like he tried to cash it. She hasn't tried to cash in. I think she tried once, maybe.
They gamed it once. Like they came to the edge of it once. And that was it. Like. I think they're trying to pull that thing. So the problem is like usually with Money in the Bank they like push the person on like the back burner for a while before they're going to cash, so people kind of forget about them. And it's
true. I guess,
But the roster only has like 7 women.
Yeah.
So if you want to have a functioning women's division, Carmella can't be like pushed to the back burner. Or
you need her.
You know, she's good too. Like I really like Carmella. Yeah. Her character's dope, man. Like she's great. She's
a
good talker. She's a good character. Good presence.
She's really she's growing.
So she's got to be on the show, and so it's like you're in a catch-22 where like if you had a real roster, you know, you could distract from the fact that you only have 6 people.
True.
So hopefully some of those Mae Young people get through the training center.
Yeah.
And get up pretty quick because like we need to expand these rosters so nothing feels.
Well, it's hilarious too that there's so many few women that want to wrestling again.
Yeah. I mean, like I read a month ago that she was basically going back to training again because she was shit and that her push was being canceled and she was a manager.
Yeah.
Again. And like of Tamina, I guess.
Yeah, why not just put her with Rusev again?
Rusev needs it too. He's stuck in mud. He's going nowhere right now.
He was the best in Lana's.
I fucking love Rusev. It's a goddamn tragedy where he is right now. I thought going to SmackDown would reinvigorate him because like he actually could have like more of an open landscape. But now there's like this glass ceiling on SmackDown too of this fucking gender machine, man. It's like you're on Raw, everything's about Brock. You're on SmackDown now, everything's about gender. You know? Well,
but the funny thing is like it's not really though.
But it's like nobody can get ahead.
Nobody can get an opportunity because it's just Jinder's there, not wrestling. He just comes out every week, just does nothing.
It's like the same. It's like everybody's being held back so that Jinder can appear to be the biggest guy on the show.
Yeah, which
like nobody's allowed to be a star right now. Like even AJ, I was reading like AJ hasn't wrestled on SmackDown aside from like that Corbin match last week. He's wrestled like 2 weeks in the last month or 2 months or something like that because they keep saving him for dark matches. So that people will sit through 205 and not leave, so that they see AJ. That's what they did to us.
Yeah,
in Toronto,
dicks.
They had Nakamura in the dark. Nakamura wasn't on the whole show. He had a pre-taped interview or something.
Yeah,
and I was like, I came here for Knock, goddammit. They were like, don't worry, he's gonna be here in the dark.
Yeah,
dark vein. And I was like, I was gonna stay for 205 anyway, but like, okay, now I guess we're going to have to because I want to hear that goddamn violin. And that's what they're doing with AJ now. Like they're just.
Well, the thing is, you can still wrestle a dark match. KO didn't, did any of those guys?
These guys could wrestle 2 times.
No, I was just trying to think of the guys who were on the show.
AJ could wrestle a 15-minute solo match and then do another 5-minute dark match.
Yeah, those dark matches aren't long.
No, they're always 5 minutes. Gimmick, finish. Everybody cheers. You go home. Like, but they're holding AJ back for that shit apparently. So it's like, just let the guy roll, man.
Yeah,
just let the guy roll.
They're completely.
SmackDown just needs to change. It's really boring, and like
Raw's
boring, SmackDown's boring. NXT is better than it was a few months ago, but it's not like
it's still just 2 minutes matches, man. That's why I don't really watch it. It's just these quick matches.
I'm not excited by anything right now. Like even the Shield, I like it and it's fine and stuff,
but it has no purpose.
It's not lighting me on fire, man. It's not making me want to like tune in really hard like it should be.
They need to really establish what these shows are. They can't just be SmackDown. It's got to have like an identity. Got to be like the land of opportunity. Okay, why aren't you having more opportunity? Like, why is Jinder never wrestling? Why is nobody getting a shot at things?
They feel the same, even though they have different. I remember like when the last, like the actual brand split, where like Heyman was running SmackDown and Steph was running Raw, and they felt different
because they were actually like. It feels like this one is they're still like creative, determining it. Like Daniel Bryan, Shane McMahon have no say, whereas like Paul Heyman was, I'm pretty sure, writing the show, right? Like he was creative and he was GM.
Yeah, he was the head writer.
So,
but it had these different feels. It feels like now it's like one team and like 2 groups.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I think it felt different.
Yeah, it feels like the same people are writing both shows. Like
that's what I mean. Yeah,
like they really are. Like back then, it was like totally split. It was like 2 companies.
Actual competition.
And Vince told them compete with each other. Yeah. Go do better than the other one.
I think
until Paul Heyman did better than anyone.
I think the problem was because one guy got over the other, and it was the wrong one.
Yeah. Well, that's definitely the problem. Like that was definitely why Paul Heyman left. He was getting SmackDown way too over, and stuff was lagging.
I love when he talked about that trade he made for like Jericho or something, and they're like, "Okay, go ahead, you idiot." It's also massive. And that was the thing. They had the SmackDown 6, right? So they had these guys that could run. Like SmackDown has KO, Sammy's up now. By the way, they fucking murdered Daniel Bryan.
I absolutely love Sammy right now. I'm so happy with his turn and new attitude. It's great.
And I love how you can tell has he ever been a heel? He does not know how to do a low blow. He held that thing way too long where Orton had to like push him. It's like, dude, like you low blowed me. People saw it.
Get off my junk.
Yeah. What are you doing? You're just touching my dick now.
As far as I know, like throughout Generico and stuff, he was always a super baby.
Mm-hmm.
Super duper baby.
Mm-hmm.
I might be missing something because I don't super know Generico's indie stuff, but yeah, to the best of my knowledge, he's always been a...
Well, and I love the idea that his heel is just like a guy who is just fed up, I guess. Like,
what would you do?
Yeah, I love how Daniel Bryan's like, oh, I'm really like upset at your actions. Oh, you mean when he tried to save his friend from getting murdered? How dare you?
It's great, man.
Yeah.
And like this whole thing where he's like, I'm not a bad guy.
Because he's not. It's so believable.
But I love that.
Yeah.
And like, I love that whole thing where like, he was mad at the fans for not basically backing him like they backed Daniel Bryan.
Even though they kind of did.
Kind of.
It was more management that didn't back him.
It's very meta though, because it was really similar. Like,
big time.
There was this moment, like, you know, you remember too, obviously, where like, Daniel Bryan was kind of in that make or break in the fall there in the spring before they pushed him into the Mania event. And like, people were pushing for it, but then it got over the top. Like, it went over the top and got like ridiculous that he wasn't there.
Well, they were chanting his name every time he wasn't there.
Yeah. And like, Sammy never got to that point.
Mm-hmm.
People were all pissed about Sammy not being there, but it wasn't this like revolution.
It wasn't anybody, at every show trying to get him. Yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
I never looked at it that way.
I love like the meta reality storyline crap that they work in nowadays.
That's the one thing about SmackDown's kind of like that a lot. Yeah.
It's a lot better for that stuff. And like, Sammy and KO, obviously the highlight right now. Like, man.
It was at the end of the show and they came back out and he's like, hug me, this is my best friend, hug me tight, hold me tight.
It's wonderful.
Yeah.
Like, it's really wonderful. And like, it's like the Jericho thing again, but they actually are best friends.
That's the thing.
And you can see it and feel it. And
oh man, yeah, the chemistry, man. When they're sitting there, like just they're both roasting Daniel Bryan. They're standing there as just buddies, like, fucking this guy's an idiot.
They're best buddies. It's like, you know, it's so cool, man.
Who would have thought that these guys could have been gelled together, right? They've only been together since they were 15.
Who could imagine that they would both get each other over even more than they already were? But I dig it. It's fresh, man. This is Sammy's best chance. And his best character, best draw that he's had since coming to the main, at least. Like, his NXT run was dope, but that wasn't going to be like that. He was NXT's Sammy. Or, sorry, NXT's Daniel Bryan, basically. Where he he had like this year program of like not winning the big one, not winning the title, and then he finally fucking won the title, and everybody was behind him. And then it became about KO instantly. I hope this one doesn't just become about KO too. Yeah,
it would be too predictable if KO just turned on him again. I know it's kind of not predictable. People are like, oh, they should do differently, but like, there's sometimes it's good that people are like, people are saying do it differently because you should do it differently.
I hope they just roll this for like 6 months. Like, honestly.
I think it should be the little things where Sammy takes advantage of opportunities over KO and gets the spotlight, and then something at like the Rumble or something, where it's like they're both like dominating, and then all of a sudden Sammy just throws them. He's like, and then he doesn't win, but they have a program where it's like.
I hope I don't know. I kind of hope KO wins the title again with Sammy's help, and then Sammy turns on him and wins the belt.
Yeah, something like that too. Yeah.
Or, like, they run this thing where, like, Sammy could turn and win the belt, or he decides to go moral about it, you know, and wins the good way.
Well, what's the whole, when's Money in the Bank? Feels like it's too long for that. Because that would be perfect if, like, KO's the champ, Sammy wins it, and KO's like, oh, I'm so glad I don't have to worry about anybody cashing in on me, and he's like, of course I wouldn't cash in on you, man, I'll wait till, like, you know.
I like that.
And then all of a sudden he just gets him at one point where it's like, he's celebrating with him after a match, fucking hits him.
That's like June, though. I mean...
That's the only problem, right? Unless they decided to do one at, like, Mania.
They could.
You know what I mean? They could do Money in the Bank, whatever. Get rid of that pay-per-view. You don't need it.
I don't see why you can't, because, like, especially with there being 2 brands and 2 titles, they just did it for SmackDown. Period. Yeah. There was no Raw Money.
Yeah, so why not?
I would say, like, if SmackDown keeps holding Money, which they shouldn't, by the way.
Like, no.
That should be a dual brand pay-per-view.
Yeah.
Where, like, the match is, like, 3 from either side.
Yeah, 3 or 4 from each side.
Somebody gets... There's one briefcase. That's fine. Mm-hmm. But... whoever wins the briefcase, it goes to their brand. Or they can just use it.
That's what I was going to say. They can just, wherever one, like, you can literally cash out on anybody.
I love that. I love that way better because it can be a door to have a guy skip shows, too. Mm-hmm. And the unpredictable nature of that.
Yeah.
Like, you're just watching, you know, say a Raw guy wins it, you're watching SmackDown, music hits, and you're like, holy shit, that's a huge, like, noteworthy moment.
Mm-hmm.
You know, even if they don't come out, they're just teasing his cross-show.
Just beats up the guy and it's like, I can cash it on you too, don't forget about me.
Something
Well, they used to do
interesting,
that. Didn't they used to do it with the Rumble where it's like you could pick who you wanted to go against?
Yeah. Because that was the whole Batista Triple H.
That was the Batista.
Yeah, man. That was good. You could see that shit coming a mile away too.
Still great.
1,000 million miles away. I wonder if Batista's gonna just go to SmackDown or some shit.
Oh, man.
But like, yeah, glorious. They need to do more king making.
By the way, that's also one of the best ones of those is whenever The Rock came back for the invasion angle, and he fucking rock bottomed Vince McMahon, and Shane's like, yes, we got him, and then he rock bottomed Shane and then signed Vince's one.
Yes,
that was like the greatest swerve ever because people are like, oh fuck.
That's such a Stone Cold moment too. Stunner.
Yeah.
And then stun the other guy. Then stun the ref.
Yeah. Stunners for everybody.
Then stun Mike Tyson.
Yeah.
Who gives a shit? Stunners for everyone. Yeah, Sammy KO. Really, really good. And
open the show, close the show. These guys are clearly like he said, we are SmackDown. Like,
goddamn right, man. And they should be, because they're the most interesting thing on that show, and they might be the most interesting thing going right now, period, in WWE, because it's not good across the landscape right now.
No, they're the most entertaining, and they can still be heels, right? Like, they're going to make the crowd laugh, they're going to make you get behind them, but then they'll also swerve you.
It's
like,
perfect.
Fuck you.
That tag title reign's coming, buddy.
I hope so.
The long predicted tag title.
Why not, right? Like the thing too is like the Usos are like the Usos clearly said we clean up the division. We're the best two tag teams. Yeah. KO and Sammy come in and be like, we beat Knock and Shinsuke. Yeah, you guys suck.
That was great too. See, like that's how. This is why I love this for Sammy, because he hit Orton with a haluva kick and pinned Orton on SmackDown. When the fuck was he going to get to do that?
Never
doing any program.
When's the last time he hit a haluva kick and won?
Like, that's great for him, man. Even just, like, shit like this where, like, they wrestle in big matches. He gets big pins, big rubs, big moments. Like, that's the kind of shit that gets people over, even if you don't necessarily realize it. Like, Sammy's been losing since he came to the main. Fucking losing. Such a loser. He needs wins. He needs to do something. Like,
and that's something, too, where you could always be Sammy always gets the pinfall, right? And then slowly people are cheering for Sammy, and then KO's like, fuck this guy, and he goes to turn, but Sammy's one step ahead. Something like that, yeah. I don't know. But yeah, like you're saying, this is the best thing right now.
It's the most interesting thing they have going. I hate it, but I want to just get through the fall and get to the Royal Rumble, because everything that's going on right now is pretty shitty and lame on the whole. Yeah. And, like, I feel like you could fast forward 3 months right now and nothing would change. Like, nothing would be really...
Especially on SmackDown, because there's no pay-per-view, right, until late November?
I think so. No, it'd be after that. I think it's December.
No, Survivor Series November.
Yeah, that's the only one in November, and then because like SmackDown just had theirs, Raw has the next one, then Survivor Series.
That's what I'm saying.
SmackDown, which I think is in.
What's the December one?
Clash of Champions.
Oh, Roadblock.
I think it's Clash of Champions. The SmackDown one.
It could be both. Oh, SmackDown's gonna be Clash of Champions.
Yeah. I saw somebody talking about Clash of Champions title match. So I don't know if I'm just getting it announced or something, because I kind of watch stuff on clips right now because it's not that intriguing and entertaining. Like, I would like to watch these shows live, but it doesn't feel worth it.
I actually did watch Raw and Smackdown live because I was like trying to like live Instagram shit. It's a lot of like, I find myself every time I watch Raw, I'll watch it and then all of a sudden I'll be like, oh, I'm getting kind of bored. Oh my god, it's only 9 o'clock.
Like, that happens way more often than not.
So fucking There's a lot of like talking for 20 minutes and then a bullshit like Titus O'Neil match.
Stuff that doesn't matter.
Elias Sampson match.
Like, there's this usually Reddit thread on the stuff that mattered from the week, and it's like this big. Like the stuff that actually meant shit, that moved shit forward, that advanced a story or a title program or something. Yeah, it's just so bare right now, man.
Well, think about
it's like 20 minutes of content that matters a week. Yeah, in fucking 5 hours, 6 hours if you count 205.
Yeah. Oh my god. Well, I was thinking too, because I was thinking if they do they might do it in inter-brand pay-per-view Survivor Series where it's like more than just like Jinder Brock or something. And I was like, I was gonna be like, oh, so many intriguing matchups, and I'm like, wait, Baron Corbin versus The Miz. Seen it. Don't really care.
Don't care.
Alexa Bliss versus who? Natty. The only interesting one would be Usos against the Shield. Yeah. That's the only title match they could do.
Asuka Charlotte.
If they do just not... I was thinking like titles, because I was like, oh, fuck that.
They better not do Asuka Charlotte that fast, but I'm just saying...
It would make no sense.
Like, I feel like... Cool if they did a women SmackDown Women Raw Women Survivor Series match. Because then you could have like Asuka Charlotte in the match,
just kind of like
have this little tease and then go away and not see it again for 6 months.
Yeah,
you know, that's what interbrand matches should be: is setting up future money matches. You know, like the Money in the Bank when they had Jinder, or sorry, not Jinder. They had Rock and AJ go face to face. Like that was a big setup, and hopefully they still are planning on paying that off at some point. I
feel like it's got to be like, it sucks because like Jinder sent out that challenge to Cena too. Why are you like doing like? It's so frustrating, but that's a main event. That's a WrestleMania match, right? It's Jinder.
Fucking better not hold that thing till fucking Mania for Cena.
Dude, could you imagine if he beats CM Punk's record?
Get the fuck out of here, man! Like, get the out of here. In a universe where like Okada is coming up on being like probably a 2-year IWGP champion.
Really? Yeah. Holy shit.
Yeah.
What's his reign at right now?
Almost 2 years, I think.
Wow.
Yeah, he's the longest reigning right now. Like he has the record in Japan. I think it's 1.5 years or 1 year and 8 months or something.
Is Kenny ever gonna beat that from him?
No, not right now. Because like Kenny doesn't. It's gonna be Naito Okada at Wrestle Kingdom. Kenny seems like he's headed towards Ibushi at Wrestle Kingdom. Okay. And he's the U.S. champ. They seem to be trying to get the U.S. title over more than anything. So
I get that. It's a new belt, right?
But Kenny's like their U.S. guy, right? Mm-hmm. He's their U.S. presence, and so he's going to hold that U.S. belt.
And he's Canadian.
Yeah. Take it to North America, defend it, and like make the name bigger. So like that's his goal, I think, for the next year. I don't think he's coming close to that thing.
I know, like, and I mean, talking about WWE how shitty he is right now, I still want him in WWE though, just because I'm gonna watch that more than anything.
I kind of want. I don't know, man. I'm back and forth on this. I kind of want him to stay around Japan now because, like, looking at what WWE has done with guys who come over from Japan, it's
always bad.
Disappointing.
It's just I'm not watching New Japan stuff. I'm always watching, even though I shit on WWE, I'm always watching it. And I just want to watch Kenny Omega.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna watch him. I'm gonna see him more if he's there, even if it's like. But they're gonna use him terribly.
I haven't really like since the G1. I've still kept my New Japan subscription.
Yeah,
New Japan World. I watched a couple. Like I watched the Okada Evil title match, which is pretty dope. And like the card around it, I think it had a junior title match with I remember Kushida and Ospreay. It's pretty good. Okay. But in general, like I'm not excited by New Japan right now. Like you get the sense that nothing's going to change till Wrestle Kingdom, because why would it? You know, like you have Juice Robinson coming for the U.S. title. He's not going to win that, man.
Juice,
come on.
God,
and you have like Evil coming for the IWGP title. He ain't going to win that shit.
Yeah,
come on, man. Like, and you know, Ibushi's coming for the Intercontinental with Tana. That might be something, but I think Ibushi's going to Kenny, so like that probably not going to happen. So like, there's no drama. Like the G1 was like all drama, and now it's like nothing.
Seems like that's kind of what New Japan is, though. It's G1 and Wrestle Kingdom. Yeah, it's the only kind of.
It's like they have two big chunks that are like really hot, really awesome, really viral, and then they kind of not go dark, but they kind of kick it into B gear for a few months, and then kick it back up and kick it down, which is cool, man.
Well, yeah,
it's just knowing when to come and go. I'm pretty new to Japan this year. Like I really got to do it this year, and it's like I don't want to get up for shit that I shouldn't be getting up for.
Yeah,
you know, it feels like their fall schedule is that. It's like interesting and notable, but it's not.
It's all filler.
It's not fucking a big deal.
Yeah.
You know, they don't really swap titles and start stuff. That shit starts in the G1.
Yeah, you know nothing's going to change,
G1 goes through Wrestle Kingdom, they reset, go into the G1 to Wrestle Kingdom, reset. So, it's cool. You just gotta know how to watch it.
How to navigate it.
I don't know, man. Things are pretty good this week.
I don't know. They both had both shows had their moments.
Yeah.
The Shield, KO and Sammy.
It wasn't terrible.
No, those were great.
Like, the Shield and KO and Sammy are saving it right now.
Big time.
And that'll probably keep me watching, but I really want to step up in content, man. I'm getting bored.
Yeah, well, I'm sick. Yeah, like, the belt needs to get off Brock, man. I want to see. And the belt needs, because
I just want to be done Mania. Like, I want to be done Mania so that Lesnar can go down, Roman can win and hold the belt. And then, like, after that, I actually don't know what's going to happen. And that's really enticing. Yeah. Really enticing to not know that we're headed towards Roman Brock Mania.
Yes.
You know? And if it doesn't happen, it's like some swerve and they push it off a year and it's going to happen next year. You know? At least get it done. Get it done. Finish it. Get out of your fucking system. And, like, hopefully we can do something interesting.
You know what the worst thing that ever happened was? What? Seth Rollins cashing in at WrestleMania.
It was. Truly. We could have been done by this. By now.
It would have been over. You could maybe somebody else could have. Maybe Taker could have went out on a win. Maybe you could have fought somebody else. We wouldn't have been WrestleMania 34 going into another match.
Let's just do it. Get it over with. Man.
Yeah.
And then, like, I don't know who the hell Roman goes against after Mania either, because
There's so many guys you could.
Everybody's dead. Everybody's dead to build to the Mania main, right?
I'm thinking.
If they're not dead now, they're gonna be dead in 6 months. Like,
I don't know. I still think you have a great rivalry between Braun and Roman.
Yeah.
You can always come back to that.
But everything feels like a rehash.
Yeah, but I mean, it's gonna happen.
They should do a big shuffle after that. Have like some Roman knock kind of craziness.
Yeah, it would be kind of cool if they did a
toss
a superstar shit.
Roman to fucking SmackDown, man. Like that would be a swerve.
What, just swap titles?
Yeah. Just because the stupid colors doesn't mean it can't work.
No, I'm just thinking based off like that's a weird trade to make.
They should just change it a bit so like the back color behind the belt is the color or something.
I'm not worried about the color. I'm saying why would these two shows agree to switch champions?
It happened back in the drafts. Like I remember
if they did in like another random draft, yeah.
Like that's what happened. Cena brought the WWE title from SmackDown to Raw, and then they traded. I think it was Batista back, who was the world champ, the big gold champ, over to SmackDown. They just swapped him.
If they did that stuff, that'd be
Send Brock to SmackDown and Jinder to Raw. Yeah,
that really boosts the
standard bearers
of
WWE right now.
Jesus,
like everybody who's like the standard bearer is not champion right now. It's like Roman and KO and AJ are probably the three top guys right now, and none of them are champions.
Yeah. At this point, I don't even care about Roman winning the belt, man. I'm intrigued by that run.
Yeah,
I just want it to happen now.
I'm happy to see it because I want it to get over with.
And the problem is that it's just so long for that, so that's the boring thing, man. I'm fine with him winning. Yeah. I just don't want to wait another fucking how many months for it to happen.
3 fucking years.
Yeah.
So, like, it's honestly, like, the last 3 years, what's the main theme and narrative of the last 3 years? Roman Reigns looks strong.
Yeah.
And, like, at least at Mania, maybe we can graduate to a new era.
Could you imagine if Brock wins?
Oh, please. No.
Like,
I will actually be going for Roman in that match.
Yeah, same here, yeah.
Just to get the fuck over with. Apparently Brock's still around until, like, the summer or something.
Okay.
So, like, they can do some rematch thing where Roman kills him again. Finally just end it.
Yeah.
Get other systems. You know?
Yeah.
Fuck. Dumb.
But anyways,
I want it to be over.
Yeah. I think we should just make this over too. End it here.
I think it's good.
Yeah, I think we covered everything. That was what happened on those shows for the week. And a little randomness.
Tiny bit of NXT.
Yeah. And then also
War Games is coming, so we'll get back on that.
Yeah, that'll be interesting. But yeah, so that's everything. If you want, like you said, if you like this, give it a like, share, subscribe. Also follow us on Twitter.
Instagram.
There'll be links down below in the description section for the click. So Kick Punch Stomp at Kick Punch Stomp for Instagram and Twitter.
That's all you need.
The website WordPress or kickpunchstomp.wordpress.com.
Just Google it.
Or you just gotta type in that. I don't know if it'll come up on Google, to be honest with you.
Really?
Yeah, I'll have to check.
Sure.
But anyways, yeah, so check out those and check out other videos, other content.
Always more content coming all the time.
Yeah, a lot more coming. So, yeah.
See you next week, boys and girls.
See you later.
KPS.